Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be throwing around the time lapse and we're going to figure out exactly how this one flies and if it does well for the purpose that I bought it for, which is having like a nice controlled, fairly overstable distance driver that I can throw into a little bit of wind as well and know that it's probably going to go left. Not like crazy overstable like it will fight the northern Jutland kind of wind, but just, you know, like you have a little headwind breeze and then you gotta still throw a distance shot. My waves have gotten a little bit too flippy for that, so I hope the time lapse will be the deal for it. So obviously we're gonna have a little bit of a challenge to intensify this round a little bit. So I'm gonna be throwing the time lapse, the retooled time lapse, off of every single tee here at my home course, and we're gonna see if I can shoot even par or better. That's gonna be the goal. So we're definitely gonna see how it flies on forehand and backhand and all different angles, and you're gonna have to see for yourself if you want one. I have school in about 2 hours, so we'll see how many holes I get to play. I think I can probably fit in a full round, but otherwise we'll just shorten it a little bit. I'll try to put it on a lot of Anheuser here on the backhand. See if I can get it to start on an Anheuser and flatten out. That's perfect, I think. Oh, actually it fades out of that. Well, that was pretty okay. Looks stable here on the first glance. Oh yeah, we're going gloves time now because it's like 7-8 degrees out. Pretty cold. Winter's coming, but it's okay because I have my heated gloves. By the way, if my voice sounds a little bit rough, it's because I've still been under the weather a bit for the last week or so, but it's getting better. Had my last week off of school, so well, for the most part, and that's been nice. So stress wise, also doing a lot better. I've started to sleep pretty comfortably again, so that's great. Now I should definitely lay this putt up, but you know, I'm a YouTuber, so not gonna happen. Well, wasn't too bad. Definitely hit my keys, my car keys on the downswing there. That's not ideal. I think it did. No, okay, it's right here. I should be able to hit this putt. Well, that counts, even though that was a really scarily low putt. Oh well. It's a par on one. That's better than average for me. I should say one of the reasons that I didn't think I needed this disc was because I hated the initial time lapse. It had that very high shoulder that made it completely uncomfortable in my hand. This thing does not have that. Like it feels a lot like that standard 12-speed driver. I'll try to power down a little bit to not hit the backside here. Let's get it comfortably through the gap. I guess I'm not very good at powering down on a distance driver like that. Maybe I should have fan gripped it. Oh well. Scramble time. It looks like a patent pending shot or a forehand roller starting here maybe. I nailed the gap. Maybe it's not an instant bogey. Wow. What? I absolutely nailed it. And it kicked left. So I will have a putt now to save my par. That would be the craziest par save on this round so far. Oh no, I was actually parked for the short position, but they moved it now finally into the tough position. But you know, the good thing about that is hole 6 will be an easy eagle. So that's great. Let's see if I can hit this 12-meter putt. Okay. Just give it a chance, you know. That's a good chance. What a par save. Can I just putt like that all winter, please? Now this is a hole where I would actually throw this disc if I have a little bit of a headwind, and then I'll be able to just pull it over on Anheuser a little bit and I have it skip through those trees on the right side. That's my preferred play on this hole. Trying to keep it down right because you'll have a 10-meter putt from the bottom of the hill if you don't skip up it. So it's pretty good. Let's try that. Get it on some Annie down there on the right side. Oh, I completely let go of that disc like here. That was actually a bit of a disappointing drive. This is definitely one of the holes that I was looking forward to playing with the time lapse. But I'll just toss the range right up there and we'll be fine. Go in. Oh, kind of close, but it was just a layup, so I guess if it went in, it would have been a mistake. How do you say it? How'd you say? If you get lucky for a better result than you were going for, is that a mistake? Or I guess it's called a fortunate mistake. That's right under it though, so we'll take a par. Okay, so there are actually a bunch of kids in the woods right now. So I'm gonna skip to hole 10 and play through this part of the course first, and then I'll come back to here to finish the round later. Not a big deal. Just know that the order of the holes is gonna be a little bit different. Just don't want to interfere with the school kids. Try and pop a little slight Einheiser through the main gap there, I think. Really get to work on my little flexes today. It's a good thing to have dialed. That's really good. That's actually perfect. Yeah, it's parked. Wow, beautiful. No, don't miss that. I did all the work. Claim your reward. Well, that was embarrassing. Hole 10A is completely unfilmable from the white tee, as you know. So I usually just do the yellow tee on this one. It's a bit easier, but both ones are pretty, like, you want to have them 10 out of 10 times. Well, let's say 9 out of 10. Not with a time lapse though. This is not going to be easy to control this little 50-meter shot. We'll try it though. Yeah, that's good. Just go in the hole then. Hit something. All right, good. That's parked. But I did say that's parked on the last hole as well. So we'll see if it's actually parked. Okay, this one I really shouldn't miss. Come on, Andrew, you can do it. Come on. All right, birdie. So 100 par now. Keep that going. Okay, I think it's time to pop a little forehand here, because I'm not going to be able to control the distance on like a flex shot with the backhand here. Let's control the distance with the height. It's 71 meters, 72. Throw it over those sticks and have it fade right down by that basket. Maybe hit on the hill right on top of it. That looks good. Hit and sit. Ah, it's a little deep. Yeah, definitely not supposed to be a distance driver on this short little hole. Hopefully it just stuck and didn't roll too much. If it did stick, there could be a little putt, but otherwise I might have to go down the hill a little bit. I can't really see my disc anywhere. It must have landed right around here, so I think if it rolled, it would roll into this tall grass down here. Oh, here it is. All right. Oh, definitely did not hit the chains, but it's parked. It's a par. That's a par. Let's see if we can hit that island. Didn't do well at that in the last video, but there's basically no wind today, so should be very doable. I think throwing a time lapse here is supposed to be very safe, because I can basically throw a spike heiser, and when there's no wind I don't need to put it over the tallest trees. I can just put it over the edge of the trees there, which will be a lot easier. And I put it over the tallest trees anyway. That's a little wide, but it will get in there. Okay, just curled around to the left in the end, so barely stayed in bounds. I was supposed to throw it a little bit more inside, but it's fine. I'll have a putt now. All right, I'm well inside the circle here, so let's make this putt. That's just so bad. Like these 7-meter putts are getting me right now. Okay, let's try and put a little bit of extra power behind the forehand on this one. See how it flies on that. I think it should have a little flip for my forehand, but otherwise just keep it kind of straight. Okay, that is more stable than I thought for the forehand. Or maybe I didn't hit it as hard as I tried to, but I don't know, that flew pretty stable. Maybe the Retooled Timelapse is actually pretty stable, which is what I bought it for, so it's perfect. but I'm surprised. I like can't even see the basket from here, so I'll just lay it up and move on. What? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have thrown a righty putt without warming that up. It's okay, I'll hit this putt. That's why I don't lay up, folks. Well, or at least focus on your layups, because I was. That's how to take a bogey. Wow. All right. Let's forget everything about what just happened. You guys too, because that was a little bit embarrassing. Okay, this hole's actually kind of tough with the time lapse because it's all about distance control, you know. I think I have to throw like a slow flex out on the right side, and it might just go OB long because I don't know how to control that distance with a distance driver. Maybe by throwing it high so it kind of stalls. That could be an idea, because if I get it nose down, it will go down to the OB lane. Yeah, that's like within the circle, I think. That worked pretty well. I actually managed to control the distance. I'm proud of that. Wow, the weather out here is like actually beautiful right now. It's like completely calm, like no wind. And the sun is out on like a late fall morning. That's kind of beautiful, I think. Good setting to hit this little putt I have left, I think. Okay, this drive was actually a lot better than I thought. There's barely even a putt to hit. It's like 5 meters, but wouldn't count me out on missing these today. I've got to focus up. Hey, got it. I think that's actually one that I don't have on the birdie card, so let's click it off. Oh yeah, there we go. Hole 13. Boom, done. Nice. Didn't think I'll get that one with my time lapse. Okay, it's actually gotten so warm I've ditched the jacket and the beanie because, I don't know, it's just really beautiful weather out. Now this one, I actually think it's more overstable than my Octane currently. Mainly because my Octane is beat in quite a bit, being my only forehand driver for like almost a year. But I think I'll be able to push this one through on a little bit of Anheuser here even. And still have it fade back in bounds. Try to put it low so it's a little bit controlled, but aim in the middle of the fairway and on a slight flex. Okay, that needs to come back down there behind the bushes. But it might do it. It did. Okay, that was the real like big flex play. I think I'm past the bushes on the left side. That might be the easiest birdie I'll ever have on this hole. I guess I forgot that there's always a headwind on this bike path. Which is really a thing. There really always is. Even when it's completely calm out. I mean, this is just prime position. Very rarely do I get all the way down here. But a little skip on the bike path will do it. Forehand tempo here. Slight flex. And now sit. Sit. Okay. I hit the bushes a little bit behind the basket on the right side, so I'll probably have a putt back at it for birdie on hole 14. I mean, I'll definitely take that any part of the day. Okay, it's like 6 meters, but it's a scramble putt. This one I really want to get. This 14 is a little bit rare to get, honestly. Maybe we're going from this side. Oh yeah, this is better probably. How can I miss every short putt on one round? That is insane. 5 meters, dude. Wow. That really sucks. And I'm still 1 under, so like I'm throwing really well. Kudos to the time lapse, I guess. I have missed 5 putts so far inside the circle. Hit 1 outside. I mean, I'm in shambles. Imagine what could have been. That's a par though. We'll move on. I should say as well, it's pretty durable. Because I did hit that bike path with a lot of spin on that forehand, and it hasn't really gotten any scrapes other than like slight little marks. Nothing that like catches onto the towel or anything, so definitely durable plastic. Now I have no clue how to play this hole without throwing a roller, because that's what I always do. Maybe I pop a little forehand down the left side. That seems to be more open. Be stable. Oh no. I kicked way left into the woods. Okay. Yanked it a little bit to the left there. I guess I do have a little forehand run here in my range if I want it. And you know, I am a YouTuber, so I want it. Aw, not enough Anheuser. That's okay. It's stuck within 5 meters, so maybe I have a chance of hitting the putt, you know? Right, it's only the birdie putts that's hard to hit. Also, that was 4 meters, so shouldn't brag about it, but you know, maybe I should brag about it to give myself some confidence. That is a par though, so that's not too bad. This could actually be the correct play if there's a lot of headwind here. But otherwise, you know, a little bit overkill to throw an Overstable 12 speed on this 82 meter hole. But I'll do the high stalling flex shot again, kind of like on hole 13. Oh, that slipped out of my hand. That's gonna be on the next tee pad. Okay, it's like 20 meters, so it's not undoable. Let's just get it up there. Ooh, just a little left. Good height though. Par putts are easy, fortunately, so it's not even a problem. That is so bad. It like feels so overkill to actually pop the disc with my left hand, because it has a lot of pop when I'm like inside 7 meters. So I end up just fluffing it because I can't convince myself to like pop it towards the middle of the basket. I mean, that's really a problem for me. So that now ends up being a bogey, so I'm back to even. Time for another forehand here. It is flying really well for me on the forehand, so I do appreciate that. And the time lapse is doing its job on this round. It's only my putting that's letting me down, really. Oh. I released that on a little bit of Anheuser, which I didn't mean to do. So it didn't get up to the right. Okay, just looking to get past the first hazard here, and then on the left side of the second one. Should be the ideal position for a easy little upshot. That's perfect. Past the first hazard, on the left side of the second one, I'll have a little finesse Anheuser with a range from there, which is my specialty. This should maybe be my play on this hole if I don't hit the drive right. Sometimes I try to put it way out there and then throw a forehand in, but I'm actually way better at the Anheuser forehand anyway. Like, this is the easiest thing in the world for me, so I should play to my strengths. Yo. And that's another par. Now it's time to really pump it with the time lapse a couple of times up that par 5. I hit 2 good ones first. I will be able to have like 60 meters in through the mandatories and get an easy birdie. So let's do it. Oh, I slipped so bad. Please sit right there. Oh, I think it just went in the bush. Wow, that last part of the tee pad was so slippery. Was a really good shot though, otherwise. Needed to be slightly more left, so I had an open run up, but it's up there. Okay, I actually got up here pretty nicely. Like, good distance on the shot. So I might be able to just throw a little forehand up there still. Yeah, definitely needs to be a forehand. And get a little skip to the right. Yeah, I can reach in there from that position, but would have liked to be closer to make it easier. It's like 65 meters left, I think. So I really should be able to do this, but no promises. think I can just reach it with like a comfortable power throw with the range. See, as soon as I have to power up on that, I really release it. And I know that, so I shouldn't do it. But I always have to try, like, every once in a while to see if it's different for some reason. But it's not. So why'd you do it? I don't even think I needed that much power. It just felt like it because it's uphill, you know. It actually went to the top of the ridge here, though, so I'm not in the hazard. And I do have like a 15-meter putt for the birdie. So I guess I'll run it. Got a little breeze from the right side, so it didn't have the carry to the right. I thought it was actually good when I released it. But I think it's pretty close behind it. Should be fine. That felt right. Good work. That's a par. Now I have the 5 holes left that I skipped in the beginning. And I'm even par right now. So I just got to finish even par on those holes. But they are through the woods. And I'll say like hole 7, the little tunnel shot, not easy when you have to throw a distance driver. And I guess the other ones are kind of forehand holes, so I should be doing all right on those. Okay, so hole 4 here would be one of the harder holes on the course if this disc wasn't so perfect for the job. So let's just toss a slight flex forehand, see if we can give ourselves a little putt, and maybe if it's an underdog putt, so like outside the circle, I'll have a chance. Ooh. Got some height, which is important because it needs time to fade back. Come on in. No way. Oh! Oh! Did you see that? I hit the light pole up there and it kicked it out onto the OB path, but then it like wobbled back in and stayed in bounds. Gave that one a little bit too much anhyzer, I think. When I'm throwing it full power like that, it does hold the angle that I put it on pretty good. Maybe even a little bit of turn, so yeah, it kind of happened on hole 14 as well. I need to put it flat if I do full power forehands, and it'll get a slight little turn and really just stay straight for a long time. It's got to be perfect for the next hole, by the way, like in the woods. I think that's a good way to test if that is the case. All right, just barely stayed in bounds. So I will have a little run actually with a range here. No, that's so bad. Why did I say that? Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry you had to see that. I will say though, I'm actually very surprised by how comfortable the time lapse feels for my forehand. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be my backhand driver, but it is flying really consistently for my forehand, and I'm getting a really clean release on it. So I'm not sure if I'm just having a really good forehand day or if it's actually a disc. Now what I'm not impressed by though is me not getting the easy par when I'm like 30 meters from the pin. Okay, let's hit this putt though. Erase that stupid mistake. Yeah, just right in the middle really. That was beautiful. Okay, we stayed even par. I'm happy about that because having to chase birdies kind of makes them harder. Whereas if you know that you can do with just pars, it's like you get more birdie opportunities for some reason because, you know, you don't put that pressure on yourself. At least that's how it works for me. Now this forehand really just needs to go straight for a long while. So let's see if I'm capable of doing that. First of all though, just hit the gap. Wow, that's so good. Of course there's that one tree on the left side that you're just aiming right at and hoping it goes on either side. But like, that is by far my best forehand shot on this hole in a long while. I usually don't hit this gap. Okay, a little bit of a weird position here. I'm way left on the little hill, but with my skill set, I think I gotta go a little forehand anhyzer with my range here. I should be able to give myself a birdie look. Ah, it's wide. It's gonna hit the back ones there. Okay, got a little bit fortunate, I think. I was afraid it would hit one of the backside trees, but it did just go in front of it, so I'll have like a 12-meter putt or so. Oh, it's actually circle's edge. Very awkward putt though. I'll have to straddle around to the right here, or to the left. No, didn't get to pop up there on Anheuser. That'll be a par. I gave myself the chance, so it's okay. I got a little bit unlucky on the tee shot to hit that tree and kick way left. Oh, whoops. So having a putt for birdie and getting an easy par is probably fine. Next one is really easy though, because it's in the par 4 position, which is basically just as easy as the par 3 position, but one more shot to do it. So very egoable with a good forehand. And I think the time lapse is actually perfect fit for the shot. I'll show you. Oh yes. No, curl back out of it. Oh no. It stayed straight for a little too long. I thought I had nailed it. I'm still continuously getting surprised by how long it stays straight, even though it's not flipping. But you know, that's the gyro effect. I really thought I had an eagle there. Do still have a pretty good birdie opportunity though, if I can hit this gap with my putt. Yeah, that's a birdie. Good. Good that I trusted myself. I'm happy about that. I was about to do something stupid to try and avoid having to hit a gap with a putt. Like, bro. I guess I shouldn't say it's a birdie just yet, because it's probably 5 meters, maybe 4, but I mean, I've seen worse. Look, I did it. I got the birdie. Let's click it off on the birdie card. I don't think I have this one. So that would be 6B. Boom. There we go. Now that puts me at 1 under par, meaning I can even bogey one of the last 3 holes here and be okay. And hole 8 is just a stock distance shot, and then a hyzer over the trees, and it'll be at least an easy par, and maybe a birdie look. And then we're finishing on hole 9, which is the easiest hole on the course, but maybe not with the time lapse, so that'll be interesting. So what I'm trying to say is, this is probably the hardest hole of the last 3, especially when I have to throw a time lapse. Now I think it's basically impossible to have to like finesse this distance driver 70 meters, 66 meters in this tight corridor. So I'll just blast it right at the chains, hope I blow it up, and if I miss, just hope I hit a tree somewhere down there, because like it would be pretty unlucky to go like way out into the grass, and this is the easiest way to hit the gap. This might be my coolest ace ever. Now hit a tree. Oh, now I hit a tree pretty good, but it kicked to the left. Ah, no! So I guess this is why you don't just blast the distance driver full power in the woods, because the kicks will be pretty uncontrollable. It's not in a good position. Might be my one bogey that I can take, but let's see. Maybe I can find a way out with here. I might have a little gap here to get out. Oh yeah, I think I can pitch it out. Nice, that's a par. We'll take that. Then we just got a par hole 8, and then we're still not safe, because you never know if you're going to take a triple bogey on hole 9. It would definitely be today, because I never hit my goals, you know? I never hit my goals on this channel, so it would be weird if I could putt this bad today and somehow hit my goal. But I am 1 under, so it kind of looks like I am going to do it. So first shot, obviously you just got to get it as far as I can into that field over there. If I get over the hill, so we can't see where the disc lands, it's gonna be a very easy birdie going up and over. If it's a little bit shorter than that, it's gonna be more tough, but I can still go up and over and get an easy par. Really need to flex this one though, because there's no wind. And I bomb hyzer it. What in the world is that? That might not even be a guaranteed par. What am I doing? This is like the worst drive on this hole this entire year. I'm not sure why that happened. Maybe I wanted it a little too much. I'm gonna have to just pitch up there to the opening and then finish it down through it but afterwards. So I can't even do the free par up and overplay. Yeah, that should be perfect. Nope, that's not perfect. That was short and left. Oh, I misjudged the distance. Okay, you know what? I just set it up for another range forehand. That's what I was doing. And the range does best in awkward positions, so I kind of had to do this, by the way. Like, I had to put it way too short and left, so I have to like straddle way out. It'll give me confidence, actually. Oh, hello, bag. Ah. Okay. Just gotta keep it tight to the trees here. I think I did it. I think it's parked. You know, I'm so clever. Look, I'm just setting myself up for the things that I actually know that I'm good at, right? That's what we talked about. A little scramble range. Boom, that's a par. Now I can even bogey the next hole and still make the goal. Now I do imagine that I will actually need that buffer because I usually don't forehand this hole because I hate forehanding uphill. And now having to do it with a distance driver, I don't know what's about to happen. I think I might try to even flex it left side of that middle tree. You know, I'll just aim right at it. If I hit that tree, it's not going to be worse than a bogey. You know, that was the worst shot ever. I cannot fan grip and like calm down a little bit on a distance drive on my forehand. That's so hard for me. But you know what this does mean though? I can now just throw my range right at the pin and then get a par or a bogey and be fine. I think we might hit this goal. Oh no, is that OB? I don't think it's OB. Am I cursed or something? I cannot hit a goal to save my life. Okay, come on. Still have 2 shots from there. Can't believe it comes down to this. I'm starting to think that my videos are actually rigged against me. Like, how do I end up in this position in 2? You know what? I'm gonna clutch up here. There's a little forehand gap here on the right side where I can get to 4 meters, I think. So I'll do it. I messed it up. I don't even know if I have a putt now. Did I just double bogey this hole? I'm the biggest jinx in history. I like basically don't even have a putt. But I'm gonna have to figure something out. Okay, I see what I have to do. And it's a righty jumper at like 11, 12 meters, which I'm so bad at. It's so bad, it's not even close. How does that happen? Is that not crazy? I don't know if I've ever seen anything as unclutch as that. What I just did. Ended up with a double bogey. To miss my line by 1. Wow. So that's gonna be it for this video. I don't know what to say. Like, the thing is, we all knew it was gonna happen anyway, so I don't even need to defend it or say that it wasn't scripted, because why would you ever script it against yourself like that? I'm built different in the bad way. That's what I have to say. Oh well. I threw really well with the time lapse today. Ended up 1 over par with 9 missed putts in a circle or something. And my most surprised thing with the time lapse is that it's really, really good for forehands. And I might be using it a lot actually, as it is quite similar actually to a factory new Octane. At least the one that I had. So may pop in the bag as slightly more stable than that one. So if you want to get a retooled time lapse for yourself, which I think you actually do, go to newdisc.dk and get it there, because they're sponsoring me and they have the biggest variety of MVP and Axiom discs. They have literally everything that you would want in that area. And thank you for watching. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday.